NFL 23.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going out wide. And right away, he lost the football. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, first and goal.
Recovered by Pittsburgh.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help? Or
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. They brought the... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We get a peek here at this past draft class for them. And, you know, the front office certainly prioritized certain traits that they were looking to take advantage of in this draft, Charles. A lot of speed, a lot of athleticism, a lot of talent here in this crew.
And, Brandon, one of the things I know about the best drafters in the business, they have a plan. And they find a way to stick to it on draft day despite the chaos. They want to land some of the biggest names on their board. And in the end, this group, they came together, found people that really fit their team's identity, and selected them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 20. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. The Steelers score. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Damontae Kazee. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Boy, this pick six.
The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Quick slant to Chubb. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick. Down. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try. And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DeMonte. So second quarter, this offense losing and hoping to get the football in the end zone for the first time. Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure and down he goes in the end. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Back to throw now on first down. Drops it off for Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain brings up
second and 9 now. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
So second quarter, this offense losing and hoping to get the football in the end zone for the first time. They begin this drive, and he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a camp.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get...
And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DeMonte. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a... So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So we've reached half.
No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns here to start the 3rd.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Wormley. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in the... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Out of the gun now on third down. And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick.
No, not
the Cleveland offense ready to go.
But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
So here are the Steelers to take over on. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Kazing. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles. It's another one there.
Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. That's out to Chubb, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. The Browns on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz, but they're going to wrap him. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2nd and 3. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw again. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he slings one that's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one,
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Been a very strong performance. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense through the shutout, Adam. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Steelers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.